Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new sewing magazine flip through. Today we have Knip Mode issue 9 2024, so September 2024. I know that is already for a few weeks out. What can I say? I just didn't get the time to make the review, the flip through. As usual, remember Knipmode Magazine don't have seam allowances included, so that's really important to remember that if you are considering Knipmode Magazine. So I will say add whatever seam allowances you like to work with, although they do have some recommendations in the magazine, in the instructions, so check those also. Okay, so as you can see, we get already a little bit of fall vibes from the cover. We do get in this issue also 14 children's patterns, sewing patterns. So let's take a look. I think in this issue you can call it a little bit of a mix between late summer patterns and beginning of the fall season. Also a little bit. Some of the garments, I think they're really maybe better to be put it in a little bit later, as we will see some dresses they can really work nicely for the holiday season. So the first pattern we can see here is this dress with really fitted bodies. They also have boning in the princess seams. With a full skirt, of course, they used here this really beautiful fabric, very nice. And we will see the dress also without straps a little bit later in the magazine. It's not a garment that I will wear every day, but as I said, this is one of the examples that I think a dress like this in a really nice fabric will work really nicely for the party season that, is still a few months away, but we can remember that. On the right side here we have this skirt made in denim. I will say that I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know, it's... in my head the denim skirt should always have a bunch of top stitching. This one is a really simple one. Of course you can make it in a nice wool or whatever, but overall I'm not a big fan of this skirt. Then we have another beautiful fabric here on the left for this little boxy jacket, which is getting close to it a zipper. Really easy to make. I'm not sure if the jacket is lined, but I think it is. We also cannot see here, but if it's not lined, it's actually really easy to line a garment like this, which is also, the garment itself is very easy. So there you could always copy the same pieces, and you keep in mind that for the back and for the front your lining pieces will have a little bit, you'll take away the width of the facings. And here underneath we see the dress from earlier. Then we have this dress here on the right, and let's take a look. I just want to say that the dress here on the left is made in what is that for fabric? I don't know, but I think we get a look of it a little bit later. I cannot see. Oh, it's a stretch satin for the dress. It's a stretch satin, and the jacket is made in something, a polyester acryl mix, something like a wool looking fabric. Then on the right here we have this really pretty dress. In the magazine, in the technical drawing, they have an extra line here that is coming from the princess seam. It's going all the way through the waistband, but it's not actually the waistband. You have the front and the back waistband, so it's not that you will have really small pieces of waistband here. I really like the upper part of the dress, and I'm pretty sure that you could mix and match maybe with some other garments to have another skirt for this. I'm not a big fan of this kind of inverted pleats, but the top part is really pretty. They used here, they say, heavy stretch crepe, and the dress has also an invisible zipper in the center back here. I was thinking about invisible zippers. I was thinking that I have a really old invisible zipper tutorial here on the channel, and I think I should make another one with some more suitable fabric. I have it here on the channel with a black fabric and a black zipper, but that's still my method that I'm using for the invisible zippers. Is always working and with great results, so maybe I should make a note to keep that in mind, to make a new tutorial. Here on the right we have, actually they are talking about this little bag, but we have also a variation of the dress from earlier, only here it's on the bigger size model what they have, and I cannot see this girl what is her size, but we will see it later. Only here they added some really wide straps, which is also really nice, and if you want to make it really girlier, really romantic, you can even make the ties extra long and to make a really nice bow here. That's also possible. Then of course here on the right we have homewear. This is the next chapter in the magazine, and we have a top and a pair of pants, and we will see them in a moment. And I have some things to say about this too. Here we have the top. It's a really easy top to make. You will see it later. You will see a dress with I think it's using the same upper piece as this top, and there the dress has long sleeves, which you can easily put on this one and get a really nice sweater. These two pieces are made in French terry, and actually the pants here also. But coming back to this one, I think it's a really nice one. Of course, as I said, if you use the sleeves from the dress that we'll get in a minute, and then maybe use some ribbing for the neckband and for the waistband, you get a lot of variations from the same pattern. The pants, which are made in the same kind of fabric, the same French terry, I think these ones are really nice. I really like, I think this is just a pin tuck that is in the front. There are no separate pieces. You have some pockets on the side. What is really bothering me on this, actually the pant on the right is pattern number 1 and this is number 2, but they are using the same pattern, only the one pattern number 1 here on the right has no elastic, so the pipes are just wide at the bottom, and here is with an elastic. Really nice, nothing to say about that. But what is wrong with the length? I mean, I know that we are not that the patterns are not made to fit the models, but still this length is really ridiculous. This is really too long. So keep in mind, and I will say, just measure a little bit the pattern, and also Knip Mode is also advising you to measure the pattern before. I mean, if you are deciding on your size based on the size chart, then it's always a good idea to, because you don't get finished garment measurements, to go and measure your pattern a little bit. Keep in mind that of course you always need to have the extra ease that is intended for the style, but I mean, if these pants, if you measure them and you know that your inseam is 82 centimeters and this is already, I don't know, 1 meter, then you know that the pants are going to be really too long on you, and you can make those adjustments in advance, and like that you also save a little bit of fabric. Of course, it's not necessary to add all this length if you know from the beginning that they are going to be way too long. But again, I kind of like these ones. Then we have a little bit a variation on the previous patterns. We have here the vest from earlier. I'm pretty sure only here is getting a nice big collar with a zipper in the front, and for the rest I think it's the same pattern. The pants, these ones are also based on the pattern from earlier, only they have a little they did something nice here with, they have an insertion here on the side, and I think this should be finished with a facing, but I'm not sure. The edges of the pants, and with some four welt pockets in the back, also nice. On the right, dress number 9, and this is a dress that I was saying earlier. As you can see here they used, I don't know what this is, a you know, like a towel looking fabric. I don't know what it's called. This will work also nicely in one of those fleeces that we see these times, or what is the name, velvets, also very nice. Oops. But you can see here these sleeves, you can easily add them to the dress from earlier, to this one here, so you'll get a nice warm sweater. So this one is pretty long, and as you can see it has some slits on the side, also very nice to wear it around the house. And here made in another fabric. You know what I was thinking, I want to see how tall is this girl. I think we can, let me see. This girl, she's 1.77 m, you know, in regard of the pants from here. This girl, she's 1.77 m, the patterns are from 172, so I'm thinking if on her these pants are so long, on me they will be really long, so I'll definitely take a look at the length before I start to cut my pieces. Here we have, you can see just a little bit of that side detail here, that the panels are a little bit longer than the side panel here, and the top with the zip in another kind of fabric. Here also, this one is a jogging stuff, that will be like a what's that, what's the name, you know, that a really fleecy knit fabric on the inside. I'm not coming on the name. What's the name? I don't know. As you can see, there is quite a bit of volume in the sleeves, so you should keep in mind that. Again, you could finish these ones with the sleeves and the neckline with a ribbing. That will work also nicely. Then we are getting to the dresses chapter in the magazine. And this is a really pretty dress. You can see it here. This is on the bigger size model, and here on the smaller size model. The sizes on these ones are from S to XXL. Here on the left you can see it is made in what is this? This is a cotton poplin, and you can see that the how it's falling is just a little bit, it has a little bit more body, while here on the right is made in viscose, 100% viscose, and I think this is my favorite. I think for this pattern, the best fabric to use would be something nice and drapey, as it has quite a bit of volume here at the waist. Very pretty. The neckline is finished with a facing. It's quite a bit of volume, and as you can see here is also really low cut here. So this is really nice. I love it in the viscose. I really like it. And then we have here a variation on the dress from earlier, which, you know, the idea of it is nice. I really like this ruching element here on the back, and also the gathering at the waist, and also this here. I think this is with an elastic and then it's stopping here, although I do see a seam here in the front, so I need to check how this is made. I really like the details. I think I don't like the sleeves, which are really too long, and I have something with long sleeves, and I think it's just a little bit too much. But I wonder how we can adapt this in order to still keep this ruching detail in the back, but then having a back, you know, having the back covered, not, how should I say, you know, a naked back like this. I really need to have something warm. So that was the dress chapter. There are not a lot, actually it's one dress with two variations. Then we have the pants, and also here actually these ones are the same. It's pants number 18, which is really cool. It has a little pleat here with a double welt pocket, I think, here in the on the hips. And here, this one, you cannot really see it, but this one has two pleats actually. And the pants, these patterns, they are using the same back, only for the front you have different pieces. So, you know, that's kind of nice, because if you make one and you have most of the time problems in the back, you fit that, then, you know, based on that you can make also this one, which has a little bit wider leg. It's also longer. This one is a little bit cropped and with a slimmer leg. I think this one is my favorite. Next, oh, you can definitely see here, of course, the technical drawings. As you can see here, they have really nice welt pockets in the back. I think these ones are real pockets, but as you can see, maybe you can see in the video just a smidge, you can really see the pocket back. I would definitely skip that and just make the welts, you know, like a faux welt pocket. Here they have a button detail. I think it's the closure that is going all the way under the belt loop, and then you have two buttons on the side. Little details that are making the patterns fun to make. Then, you know, the pattern from earlier, the one with the French terry, the exaggerated long French terry pants. You can see them here, and they made it here in a polyester fabric. Well, the thing is, you can see a little bit, this girl is wearing shoes here, of course, something with heels, I think. And the length is not anymore so ridiculous, exaggerated, just because she's wearing shoes here, of course. I say, and I think this is always what you need to do, to hem your pants depending on the style of shoes that you're going to wear with those. So I suppose on a jogging pant like that, wear more with a sneaker or with a really low shoe, you can definitely cut a little bit more length out of it than on this one if you intend to wear it with high heels. Here we can see an overview of the pattern. I'm going to come back in a moment to this one, of course, because of course we have just a few more things to see, and also the children's patterns. But also I was thinking, you know, I have a fly here again. I was thinking in the past, you know, we had also Knip Mode in Germany, but I don't see it anymore on the little world map here. I see it only in Denmark, in the Netherlands, Belgium and France. I don't know why it's not selling anymore. In a while ago was in Germany also, and it was called Burda Extra, but it's not anymore. That's a pity. Here we can see, you know, the skirt that I don't like. We can see it again in another fabric, and here they have it in a jacquard with stretch. Really hate the shoes. I don't like the shoes. And here we have the dress from earlier, you know, the one with the really pretty ruching. You know, because here is, in this case they used the polyester. And I think in the purple one, and I really need to go back to take a look. In the purple one, I think they used, let's see, 2021. In the purple one, they used a poplin, I think, or not. Yes, this is a poplin, and as you can see that it has, it's of course, it has a little bit more body to it. Oh, and I can see here there is also a pleat in the sleeve. I don't know if you can see that. Let me keep my page. You can also see here there is also a little pleat going on the sleeve. But here in this case they used something much more drapier here on the right. I think the sleeves, although I like big sleeves, but here it's just a little bit too much. It's just a little bit too much. And I think that pleat is also helping to give a little bit more extra fabric here at the bottom. Next we have the casual chic patterns, and we have a vest, a body warmer made in some nice and thick fabric. There are some nice lines here, pockets and some seamings. I think this is a nice garment for you know, for like when you are between the summer and the fall. Definitely here it's looking actually shorter than it's looking here, so I think this is definitely what you'll get. Here we have a pair of shorts. It's a classic jeans pattern, but then made as a short. Really loving this detail. You have a back yoke, pockets and all that. On the left here we have a really cool jacket. I never made a jacket like this. I always think that it's really hard to make. They use here a a faux leather for the outside, and actually the fluffy lining and trim is actually what is it? It's a faux what is called fur or something like that, which has also some nice embroidered flowers on it, and they really make a nice use of all those embroidered flowers. This is a project that of course will require a little bit of patience when one will make it, but definitely make a toile for this, because you know, if you start to make welt pockets in this or whatever to stitch, and then you find that you need to adjust that in a faux leather like this, you'll always have needle holes and stuff like that. You cannot rip it out and then sew it again, so keep in mind that. Then we have the jeans here, which are actually the same as these ones, and this is actually also the project that I made from this issue of Knip Mode, and the next video is going to be about the jeans. Well, the word about the jacket is the one, we've seen it earlier. Here they use it a little bit of one of those faux short hair furs, or you know, like a boucle something. It's really fun fabric, very easy to make, definitely. The jeans, they are really cool. I made them. I will say that this pocket detail, which we cannot see here, can we see it in the next picture? No, we can't. It has a really nice detail, and definitely was fun to make. I'm going to grab it for a moment to show it to you. But this is what you are going to see in my next video, when I'm going to show you my project of the month. As you can see it here, this is actually, you have to trace all these little pieces. Here is the inside pocket, and then you have all these really nice details. And you know, when you wear your jeans, you'll see the yoke with the pocket, and then this really cool little coin pocket here, which it's made out of three pieces. It was a lot of fun to make, but it's adding, of course, a lot of extra work. These ones are really nice. It's actually a basic jeans pattern, which has got it. What's it called? It has a triangle inserted here only on the side seams. I will say already that I made mine without this, because I didn't have enough fabric, so I only added some width on the side seams and on the inseam to give a little bit more width here at the bottom. But I think you could definitely make this one without the godette here on the side, and just have a basic pair of jeans with some really nice pocket details. They used here denim, and I'm not sure if it's a stretch denim. I did use a stretch denim on mine, and in the next video I'll share with you all my fitting adjustments and also my toile, which is really interesting to see. So check that video very soon here on the channel. We have here a variation of the first dress that we've seen. Here is made as a top with a little peplum and no shoulder bands. Of course you can make that, and the same, but now here I really love the length of this dress, and you know, if you are sure that it's going to sit really well, you can always add those straps here. But this is looking really beautiful. Not a big fan of the fabric, but I really like the pattern. And a little bit more, as you can see it here, with just a gathered skirt, also strapless, and a little bit more here. They really loved this pattern in this issue. And you can see here the pants again, which are really nice. I will say from the beginning that they have a really high waist. I had to take quite a bit out of this length, and also I like usually to have my pants, the front to be a little bit lower than the back. On these ones I noticed that the front and back are the same height, so I highly recommend to have anyway, to make a toile and, you know, make adjustments based on that. Then you have a free sewing tutorial if you scan this code with for this pretty skirt. It will be a great project for beginners. And then we get to the children's patterns, which are kind of nice, I must say. Here are the patterns in range 134-170, and we have a pair of pants. And these ones they made, I think there are these ones here, definitely. These ones are made in a double gauze. Really fun, very nice for kids with some, these ones are really simple, we will see them later. They did some really crazy stuff with different, you know, pockets and cuts. I find it crazy that they put these pants here and this sweater here, because actually we are in the bigger range here. But whatever, these two, they are stopping at 134. These ones are the smaller sizes. The top is also very pretty. It's just a basic top, but by adding these seams here, they added a little gathered piece, and you know, it's a really fun pattern for kids. Then we have a nice blouse, and this is actually really nice because on this one is made in a poplin, so it's in a woven. So that's nice. We always get most of the time only patterns in knit fabrics. And also the pants are made for wovens. This one is a polyester with stretch. The pants are really, really easy. Just an elastic in the waist and you're done. And the Peter Pan collar here, and I think they use some lace if I'm not mistaken. Yes, for the collar, which is a nice touch. Here we have a sweater for boys, sizes again 134, 170. It has a nice opening here in the front, some nice seamings, very nice, and a really easy pair of shorts. I think this will be great, you know, if you need to make clothes for your kid for going back to school. I think these ones are really great. Then we have a classic shirt here in the smaller sizes we are getting now. And the pair of pants, let's see if we can see them a little bit better here also. As you can see, the pants for earlier, they added some seams, they added some pockets, they did a lot of fun things with them. Very, very nice. Here they skipped those pockets and they added slash pockets or hip pockets, how you want to call them. Really a lot of fun. Also the sweater, it's really nice. As you can see, some seams, you can do a little bit of top stitching, really cool. And let's see what we get here. We have a raglan sleeve t-shirt made in jersey, yes, and a pair of shorts with something added to them. But I think they are the same shorts from earlier, only they added these two panels in the front, and if you don't like those, you can really lose them. I really like this little dress here. We will see it in a moment. Here they have a really nice detail here, actually, as you can see, or maybe you cannot see. In the neckband here, they added a little bit of elastic, so the neckband is just a little bit gathered. And also the sleeves has another extra seam here in the front, really difficult to see. And in the back it has a button closure. This is really, really pretty. And this is also for the bigger size range. Then we get back to 98, 134. A little t-shirt with some ruching here on the sides, and also here at the bottom they added a little bit of elastic, right? Or at least it does look like that. Then we have a really cool, do you call that a pair of skirts or a skirt? You know, that combination between a short and a skirt. Really cool. If you don't like that, I think you can always lose the skirt part or the skirt part, and then you get only a short. And that was it. We get a glimpse for the next month. We get a really cool coat and some other really cool patterns. I know already because I've seen them. So keep your heads up for that one. Let's take a fast look to the technical drawings and then I'll wrap it up. I wanted to be short, but I cannot make it under the 30 minutes. So here are the patterns. And as you can see, it's a little bit of variation on the same patterns. Here you have the strapless dress, which you can see it in 3, actually 4 renditions here. We have this one, which we don't see, we see it only as a skirt variation. We have the jacket here, again with 3 variations. That viscose dress really nicely made here with this crazy back and the crazy sleeves. We have the really comfy French terry dress in combination with all these other patterns. We have the pant, really pretty. Definitely the jeans are my favorite from this issue, and I cannot wait to share them with you. And also the pleated pants. And from these ones, I think definitely pant number 18 is my favorite. So everyone, this was it for today. I hope to see you next time here with my jeans video. I have a lot to talk about those and to give you some fitting tips on the jeans and some top stitching tips. So I highly recommend you to check out that video. But till next time, the next magazine, of course, is going to be the Burda, or not the Burda, the Patrones, because they are always the first ones in the month. So take care, everyone, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!